If you want it done right, which to me means creatively, organized, and executed successfully, then you should talk to someone with 10 years of experience in publicity and promotions, on high-profile films, working with some of the biggest and most successful film studios. You should talk to Meg Cooney. Now, how hard do you think it can be to work with a movie studio, like Paramount or Sony, for example, to promote one of their films? How hard would you work if you knew that they would win the ultimate prize in the entertainment industry, which is, of course, the Academy Award? What if I told you, with hard work and dedication, it worked 10 times in 5 years? On films such as Zero Dark 30, The Fighter, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Hugo, and Skyfall. Now, in order to make this happen, you need to build a well-organized team. I always worked with no more than 3 people. I led the team and oversaw all aspects of the project, including being the point person for the media and the studio. Another team member dealt with the logistics. This included red carpet placement, travel, cars, and hotels for executives and talent. We also had a day of coordinator, who was responsible for making sure everything and everyone was in place, on time, and ready to go. We also had day-to-day contact with our studio manager. This could be for either Paramount, Sony, or Open Road. Now, some of the elements of a successful campaign include creatively building and presenting the message. Each story pitch is different, depending upon the film you're working on. Therefore, the style of the film must fit the story. Timeframes and deadlines are always important. And what about the audience? Who is your target for the film and the message? Who are you going to talk to? What media will work for each specific film? For the film Zero Dark 30, which chronicled the decade-long hunt for Osama bin Laden, the movie created some controversy among some of DC's top political figures. Therefore, we needed to make sure that we distributed the film's message properly and to the correct outlets. This included the Washington Post and our local ABC, NBC, and CBS affiliates. Now, is the message that you're trying to convey about the star? For example, with the action film White House Down. Now, this was a completely different type of DC-focused film. The media was centered on Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx, who played the president, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. Our red carpet events were filled with screaming fans who were eager for a handshake, a hug, or possibly a photo with one of the stars. Or could it be about the story? Like with Captain Phillips. The real-life story of the capture of Captain Richard Phillips was equally as important in the message as was Tom Hanks' role in the film. Therefore, we often paired them together on the red carpet. This way, in interviews, they could be sure to convey both of their experiences properly. Or could it be about the star and the story? Like with Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, which had a groundbreaking marketing campaign. Will Ferrell and Ron Burgundy were all over the media, including car commercials, ESPN, and even judging the Canadian curling trials. Each project definitely has a life of its own. How much time is spent planning and preparing will equal how much success you will have. If you are looking for someone with creativity, someone who can create a motivated working environment, develop productive people, and who can talk on the studio level, media level, and the star level. I will show you how to win an Academy Award.